Hello everyone and welcome to my Spacecraft Center. Today we're gonna see if we can go to the moon. What? It's not like it's rocket science. Oh wait. It kinda is, but it's okay. It's okay. I believe in us. We can go ahead and go to the moon if we want to. So we're testing out the new SpaceCraft Add-On. This add-on is made by Norvale Studios and costs 990 Minecoins on the Minecraft Marketplace. And hey, thanks to the devs for giving me Minecoins to get this add-on. However, this is not a paid promotion and all opinions are my own. Sir, you're not an employee here. This is an official Spacecraft Center. You're not welcome here. You gotta go. You gotta go. But we're gonna get started. So I haven't been to the moon yet, and I'm really excited to go to. You can also go to Mars with this add-on as well, and I haven't been to either of them, so really excited to see if we can go and do that today. So the guidebook says that we want to make the assembly as our first thing. So we're going to need iron, copper, and redstone to do that. So let's go ahead and craft up the assembly, and you're going to craft this up in a normal Minecraft crafting table. And there we go, the assembly. And this is really cool because with this add-on, a lot of the different crafting things have this really cool interactive menu. So we'll place this down, and if we right click on it, it pops this up, and there's this huge crafting space right here. So some of the recipes are going to be quite big, and you can click on the things that you want to build and it'll show you what you need, and then you can put the items right inside of this and craft it. We'll do some crafting together so you guys can kind of see how it works. But yeah, a bunch of the stuff that you can craft is right here. And there's also arrows. We can go down and craft some more stuff down in this direction. So yeah, that's really cool. I don't know if I've seen an add-on like with this before, but it's pretty fun. It makes me feel like we're working on like a computer or something. Some high-tech stuff here. I mean, hey, we are like spacecrafters, so it makes sense. So the next thing you might want to make is going to be power cables. So we're going to make those with some copper, and we're going to make it in here. So this is power cables, and we'll put the copper in there and the copper in there, and go ahead and get ourselves some power cables, which is nice. And then the next thing we might want to make is a wind turbine. So we're going to take this, and along with our power cables, with our powers combined, we're going to create something beautiful. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I also have actions and stuff 32 in here, so that's why some of the different items are going to have some special effects. I'm also using realistic biomes as well, but let's go ahead and place that in here. And there we go. And that is the wind turbine, which I have one set up right here. So it's pretty easy. You want to put down your wind turbine, and then you're going to connect these power cables to it, but it has to be on top of them, I think, in order for it to work. At least that's what I did. So let's go ahead and break this if we can. There we go. And we place it on that. There we go. And it turned yellow because it means that it's working, that it's able to get power. And then you can connect it to different machines and give it power with your wind turbine. So that's pretty cool. So now that we learn how to make a wind turbine, we're going to learn how to make the pressurized furnace, which is going to allow us to craft a bunch of different things in the furnace. So let's go ahead and grab all of this supplies here, and we'll go to this direction. And this is the pressurized furnace. And we can go boop, 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 and of course, another boop, boop. And here is our pressurized furnace. And we can connect this to the power supply. And this wind turbine will go ahead and give power to this right here so that we can actually cook up a bunch of different items in this furnace. And just like the assembly, it'll have this really nice pop-up menu. This one's been making power for a bit. We have this one set up, and then this one is the same thing. But yeah, it's really cool to kind of see how it all works together. And yeah, look at that. It's fancy. So fancy. I like it. So with this, we can craft all different types of stuff. So we can make steel and steel plates and coated glass and copper plates, silicon wafers, insulated fabrics, titanium, which I think this one and then the last row is stuff that I haven't been able to make yet, because I think you get them from the different planets. So there's going to be a brand new materials to go ahead and find on these planets. So the titanium and also the chromium. So yeah, really cool. A lot of fun to go ahead and play around with these new crafting stuff. So we're going to make an arrow collector next. So we're going to want to make a tank first. And we're going to make that in our assembly over here. And let's go ahead and move this. So here is the tank. We're going to put in some of these empty canisters. Like so. Oh, excuse me. Are you an employee of the SpaceCraft Center? I don't think so. No, sir. Get out of here. People these days, no respect. No respect at all. But we'll put in these empty canisters right here. And then we're gonna need some of these plates like so. So we're gonna need to smelt up some iron and some coal to go ahead and make some of those. So let's put some iron in here. Boop, boop, boop. And coal. Boop, boop, boop. And then it should, yeah, over time, it is slowly but surely going to use the power from this machine to go ahead and make our steel, which is so cool to see. We already have some ready though, so we'll go ahead and put this in here, steel plates. And that will make our empty tank, like so. Very nice. So the next step we're going to want to do is make the single core processor. So let's go ahead and find that on the list. I'm just crafting some stuff just so you guys can kind of see how it works. We won't craft everything together, but I just kind of want to show you how the crafting is. So we got solar panels too. That's another way. We got batteries. Auction distributor. Here is the arrow collector. Creeper, that was really rude of you. We really need to hire some security for our space center. Our space center needs security. You know what? Hold on. There we go. Fix it. Oh no! How do I get in? There we go. It's fine. Everything is cool. Everything is awesome. Nothing weird going on here. It's beautiful. Now we got a hole in our SpaceCraft Center. It's fine. Oh, there's fishies on there. Hey, it's a beautiful view now. It's a beautiful view. But we're gonna make this. So we're gonna need some of this brand new steel that you can make with this over here. And we could pop this in here. Like so, except this is not doing. What about here? There we go, these work. Is that not the right one? Is it actually iron? Oh, maybe it is iron. Let's see if iron works. Okay, iron works. Okay, so we don't need the steel for that one. Nice, the more you know. We'll also need some iron bars. And there we go. And then you also need to craft yourself up some more stuff like the single core processors and some more power cables and some more tanks. But we'll put this one here. And we'll put this one here. And boop boop. And that is how you craft your brand new arrow collector. And this is going to collect up oxygen from the air. And it also collects up methane gas from cows. So if you have cows in the area, it will collect their farts. And cow farts equal methane. And it's been working for a while now. So if I use this empty canister, it's gonna give me something new. So the green one is methane, and the blue one right here is oxygen. And I can go ahead and collect these in these empty canisters that you can make with the assembly and put them in here. So now we have a canister of methane, and we also got a canister of oxygen. So yeah, really cool. It's been working for a while, so we got lots of different stuff to collect. You can also use this to charge up your oxygen backpack if you put this in here, and it will fill it up. Whee! Because you're gonna need an oxygen backpack when you go to space, of course. You need to breathe. You need to be able to breathe, for sure. But yeah, really cool. I like how we're using cows. I love it. I love how we're gonna use cows to make methane. So I'm not sure exactly how close the cows need to be, but this is close enough. So just to give you an idea. And then we have this over here, which is the refinery, which we can craft up. And we put some solar panels here and some wind turbines. So the solar panels work during the day. The wind turbines work, I don't know, pretty much most of the time, but I don't think they're as powerful as the solar panels. But there is this right here, and this is actually going to make us a brand new material. So if we put, this one is for oxygen, and then this one is for methane, but I think it's kind of full up. And if you put an empty canister here, it's going to give us a brand new material called methylox, which is going to be used to power up our rocket ship. Because today we're gonna go on a trip in a rocket ship. Very excited about that. And then that's how you make the refinery. You're gonna make it in the assembly over there, but I don't think I need to make everything. But then this is the launch pad, which is really exciting. We'll craft that together because that seems super exciting. Let me move this because we're using the shelf technologies. There we go. We got that and that. Oh, we done goofed. We done goofed up in here. It's fine. We'll fix it. So let's make it the launch pad together in here. And there we go, launch pad. So we're gonna need a bunch of these steel plates. We're gonna need some tanks. We're gonna need a battery, which you craft in here as well. We're gonna need the processor, some power cables, and also some steel beams. And that will craft you up a launch pad. Very nice. And with this, you're gonna have to have power to it. So you're either gonna have these wind turbines or these solar panels. And I do have a launch pad up out here, ready to go with a bunch of solar panels. Oh my gosh, creeper, no. Creeper, no. We need to really hire some security. What? Oh my gosh, polar bears. What? No. Oh my gosh, we need a security, please. Security, please. We're under attack by a bunch of polar bears. We're just trying to go to space. We're just trying to go to space. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Maybe don't build your space center in Antarctica like I did. We're in Antarctica. Oh my gosh. I guess they're gonna go through. It's fine. Let's just... Where's my carrots? Who took my carrots? I need substance, please. There it is. There we go. Thank you. And here is a launch pad, and we have it hooked up right here to a ton of different solar panels, so we can get lots of energy. And then in here, we're gonna want to use some rocket parts, and you make this in the assembly. So the rocket parts for this one, we're gonna make this small starter rocket. So we're gonna need some of these. So let's go ahead and grab this and grab those. We're also gonna want to bring a rocket remover just in case we need it for, you know, purposes. You also need to craft yourself a space suit, which you can make in the assembly, and you'll probably want to have some oxygen backpacks with you. So if we click on this, we get another really cool screen, and we can start putting together our pieces. So I know the number goes here, so we're gonna make the starter rocket, and that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, maybe, and then this right here. Oh, we made a rocket ship. Dude, I told you we could do rocket science. We're also gonna need methylox right here to help power up. And then oxygen to fill up our thing with oxygen. Noise. And I haven't been to space yet, so hopefully I'm doing this right. But I'm really excited to see. And then you can pick your destination. So right now there's only the moon, And then Earth if you want to come back to Earth, and Mars. So I think the moon is like the starter planet we can do. And then this is how you launch. So we're going to confirm we want to go to the moon. And then I think we should be good to go. Let's put on our spacesuit and put on our oxygen backpack. Very nice. It will take up oxygen if you're just walking around with it. So keep that in mind. But let's see if we could go to space. So let's confirm the moon again. And launch. Launch initiated. Okay, now we're in. Oh, okay, movie. Oh. This is cool. Okay, we're having a T-minus. And, ooh, it moved. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, we're going to space. We're going to outer space. Going on a trip in a rocket ship. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. SpaceCraft. This is exciting. Yeah, so this is like the first add-on that's attempted to do type of like a space exploration. So due to the limitations of Bedrock Minecraft, we're not actually able to go to a new dimension. So I think it's gonna take us to the moon, but I think it's probably gonna be, yeah, it's in the end. So they made a moon in the end somewhere. Okay, and our rocket ship is going down. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so cool. Okay, and there it is. And now we're on the moon, which is so cool. So there's some brand new materials we can get here. And I think some of the materials we can get from here. Oh, we got gravity. Oh, that's sweet. So it gives us jump boost and feather falling. And we're on the moon. So let's see what this is. So I haven't been here before, so I'm excited to see what we got going on. We got this brand new, like, rock. Regolith. Right here. And then there should be some special ores that we can collect to help us make the next rocket type. So there's rocket 2, and there is also a rocket number 3 that we can get. But we can collect up some of this stuff. Nice. Very, very cool. And let's explore. I think there might be creatures too on the moon, or maybe they're just on Mars. I don't actually know. But we'll explore a little bit. Ooh, okay, so it's making more as we continue to go. Let's, like, not forget where our rocket is, though. It would be very scary to be lost in space. Ooh. So I am using realistic biomes, so I don't know if the sparkly bits and stuff are from that. I wonder if I should take it off so you guys can see. Ooh, we have an alien! We have found an alien. I don't know if they're friendly. I'm gonna assume they're not friendly. And there's some brand new ores down there. Okay. Hello, alien sir? I'm not gonna mess with him first. If he messes with me, I might have to deal with it. But let's see if we can look at this, and then look at this. Ooh, that was easy to break. This is silicon. Nice. And I think that is this right here too. Oh, here's a new rock. Right here. I don't know if I want to keep saying these names. I'm gonna mess them up so bad, but here they are. Hello, sir, ma'am. You're an alien creature. You're cute! Wait, I want to be your friend. Can I bring you back home to Earth? Do you want to go live on Earth? That is so cool. We got aliens. And then there's a new material right here. And, oh, raw titanium. Nice. I always thought the moon was made out of cheese, but confirmed it's made out of all this substances. I really like that guy. I bet you it'd be fun if you have like the Buckets Plus add-on. So you could just pick up creatures in a bucket. You could take this guy home with you. Wait, do you want any of these materials that I have? Because I see that he's eating. No, I don't think so. He's a very hungry boy. Ooh, oh, there's another one over there too. And it looks like there's another block over this way as well. This is really cool though. This is the first add-on that attempted to do like some type of space thing. And I think they're doing a pretty good job with the limitations that they have. Since we can't actually have new dimensions in Bedrock Minecraft with an add-on. I think that's pretty cool what they did. Right here, and then what's this stuff? It's pretty strong. Alright, we got some lunar basalt. Nice, and we can get all this brand new materials to take home with us and build with like moon stuff. And like all these, like the silicon and like the ores and stuff are used in other crafting recipes, like to make the better rocket ships. Which I think we're gonna need to go to like Mars. Which is nice. Ooh, is that bedrock right there? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it's, is that supposed to be like that? Maybe. Maybe there's bedrock on the moon. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. Bedrock on the moon. And let me check my oxygen tank. Okay, so it is going down a little bit. I'm assuming if I take this off, yeah, you need it. You need oxygen, of course. On the moon. So you could probably make a moon base here. If we look at the guidebook, I know there's different machines that we can make. So let's see. Oxygen distributor. Used to release breathable oxygen into the atmosphere. This machine, players can breathe even without an oxygen backpack. To supply it, use canisters or connect fluid pipes to inject oxygen. The machine will operate as long as it has power. Tip, when used in space, this device enables trees to grow using bone meal. So you can make these, and you can make like a space center, space base, and use this to help you breathe on the moon, and also allow you to grow trees here. So that is pretty cool. We might have to make a moon base and grow some trees. Really cool. I don't know much about the little creatures here. I don't know if the book really says what they are. But this is the add-on book. There is a nice little progression tab that'll teach you what we did in the beginning of this video of how to get started by making your assembly all the way to making your launch pad and launching into space. They also have a website right here called Norvale.com if you want to check that out. And then systems, we have power systems, which are the wind turbines and solar panels. And then we have fluid systems, oxygen, methane, and methalox. And then the launch system, which we did to go into space. And there's also conduits and storage, a bunch of these right here. And then miscellaneous, we have the rocket remover to remove the rocket ship, the oxygen tank, and there's also a space mech that you can make that gives you unlimited oxygen, but you do need to charge it up, I think. And charge the space mech, so we'll play with that in the future. But yeah, it doesn't have any information about the alien creatures in the guidebook. So yeah, they seem to be friendly though. So that is pretty cool, little guys. They probably maybe drop something. Should we test it for science? I don't want to, but I feel like for science, we might have to see if they drop anything. I'm so sorry, little guy. It's for the video. Okay, so he does. So he drops this chromonite. So you probably need that to build the better rockets and stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, little guy. You're so cute. I want to be friends. I want to be friends with you. So yeah, it seems to be building up the moon as we go. So that's pretty interesting how the generation is working. I don't really seem to be noticing any lag. I know there was an update, I think, with this add-on since it came out. So it seems to be running okay. Okay, now we're in a room over here. Very cool. I like space. I am running, let me show you guys. There we go, active. I have realistic biomes right now. I'm gonna remove that. I kind of want to see what it looks like without that. And this is what the moon looks like without realistic biomes. So yeah, the little sparkly bits were from realistic biomes, like the purpley sparkly bits. They look so pretty in the end, but this is what it looks like without it. But it still looks pretty cool out here. I really like this. I want to build a moon base, and I guess we can grow trees and stuff. Look at this cutie guy. You're so cute, though. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to collect here. And I wonder what's on Mars, because yeah, I haven't been over there yet. I'm really excited to see. We got all different types of ores here, and different blocks. And we can build that one thing. What was it called again? The oxygen distributor. Oh, there's also a quarry too. So one of the most advanced machines in spacecraft. Place it on the ground, select the size using the horizontal scroll bar, then confirm. Once confirmed, the quarry will auto-build itself. It has power. Press the big activation button to start mining. There are 4 upgrade slots. Right-click the upgrade item to apply it. So there's Silk Touch, Fortune, and a Speed upgrade. The more Fortune upgrades you install, the higher the multiplier effect. Mine blocks are dropped on top face of the quarry. Place chests above to auto-store the items. Ooh! So that's cool. There's a quarry system in the oxygen distributor that will allow you to grow trees in space. Let's explore a little bit more on the moon and see what's going on over here. And I'm gonna check my oxygen too. Okay, so it's about halfway there. I want to make sure you're bringing extra backpacks or building the oxygen distributor. You probably want to have power out here. I wonder if the solar panels in the wind turbines will work on the moon. If we were to build like a little moon base. Interesting. Let's see if we can find our rocket ship again. But yeah, there's a bunch of these little guys out here eating the ground. So stinking cute. And I think our rocket ship was over this way. Ooh, it's dark in space. So cool. I feel like they got the gravity pretty nice. Like, it feels like you're on space jumping around. And there's our rocket ship. So if we wanted to go back home, let's see how that process is. So let's go over here. And do we have enough fuel and stuff to go back home? I don't even know. Alright, sneak interact to open launch menu. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think we have enough. We got methyl ox, so we probably have enough to get back to Earth. So let's go ahead and do that. And launch initiated, we hop in the spacecraft. And we got 20 seconds, and it should take us back to our base. I would assume, I hope so. I guess we'll figure it out and see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to the Earth. Liftoff confirmed. Pretty cool though. I'm pretty excited. I mean, who doesn't want to go to space? And I think it's really cool for what they did with the limitations of Bedrock Minecraft so far. It's pretty cool. And I feel like there's so many other possibilities that they can do. Because I feel like there's so many different type of alien creatures and like different foliage that they can make in the future. And of course, different planets. They could make so many different types of planets if they upgrade in the future, which would be a lot of fun with a bunch of different resources and things to find and explore. I think that would be really cool. I kind of just want to show you the length too of getting back home, and it looks like we're going back. And there's our space center. Okay, so it does take you back where you were. That's good. I was worried. back to Antarctica, where our space center is. Very nice. And then we will slowly descend back. Nice. And then if you collect up like enough materials from the moon, you probably can craft up some more stuff. And then let's see what is our situation here. So it looks like we used all of our oxygen with this. So we'll have to like refill that if we launch some more. And then here is Mars right here. So really, really cool. And here is the space mech I have out here. It's got power and oxygen and you can charge it up. I'm not sure how to use it. If you're, I guess, can I use my pickaxe with this? I don't know. I don't know if you can actually build or craft anything. I think it just protects you and has oxygen for you. I don't think you can actually like build or do much. But it looks so cool. Really nice. And then you could put it on this to charge it up. Yeah, and it charges up the space mech for you. And then I guess what we want to do is make a quarry. And we want to make the oxygen distributor too. So there's the quarry recipe right there. Ooh, we need to make some new stuff. And there's the oxygen distributor. The recipe for that. And then we also want to go to Mars. So I think I'll do a part 2 episode where we make some of these brand new things and maybe go to Mars and experience and see what that's all about. But yeah, really cool. I'm having a lot of fun playing with this. And I like the way that things are set up here. I like this UI, I think, is really fun. All their things have really fun UI to kind of use and interact with. It makes you feel like you are like super smart using some like high-tech computers or something trying to go to space, which is a lot of fun. And it's pretty impressive what they were able to do with Bedrock Minecraft since they weren't able to use an actual new dimension or anything. But yeah, there's another type of rocket, so I'm assuming we need new stuff like here. Let's see. So we've got some titanium that we can cook up in here now. Nice. From the moon. And then we'll use that. And then chromium, which was from the little guys that we had to hit. Okay, so you're gonna need chromium probably to make this. And then there's the terminite. Ooh, which probably is something maybe from Mars, I would assume. But yeah, it's fun to get new items from these different planets. Yeah, there's so much possibilities with this. This is so cool. So we will be doing a part 2 of SpaceCraft, which is a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to the devs for allowing us this wonderful experience, and hopefully I'll see you in part 2 when we go to Mars and play around with some more stuff. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!